Welcome to the race 19 of the 2012-2013 HARC Truck Series season. Starting first is Damir Bejyanov in the 17 car. Starting second is James O'Shea. Third is Brody Talley. Fourth is Shauna Weidman. Fifth is Abby Churchill. Sixth is Jolene Butterworth. Seventh is Jeremiah Almighty. Eighth is Jessica Lawrence. Ninth is Andreas Allen. 10th is Ilya Bondarenko. 11th is Gary Tang. Then it's Aaron Mason, Adam Gibson, Peter Saviano, William Duncan, Chris Dollerton, Spencer Fullerton, Dylan Matichuk, Stephen Henhock, Emmett Vanson, Mason Wood, Austin Talley, Dylan Shutters, Connor Breton, Jacob Young, Nathan Gibson, and at the back of the field is Alex Tanker, winner of last week's race. This will be a 24-lap, 62.5 mile or 100 kilometer race here in Talladega, Alabama. I apologize for my screw-ups at the beginning there. This is race 19 of the 2012-2013 HARC Truck Series season. This should be a great race here at Talladega. Pace car getting ready to go in. There he goes. And we're getting ready for the green flag here, with just 3 races left in the season. They go through the tri-oval, still waiting for the green flag. And there it is. And immediately, a few people are jumping off to the outside. Jolene Butterworth, Peter Saviano, Ilya Bondarenko, Connor Breton off to the outside. Ilya Bondarenko pushes Jolene Butterworth up the track, and we're already 4 wide in the first turn. No one's being very patient today, that's for sure. Now Brody Talley drops to the inside of Damir Bejyanov, and they're 3 wide for third, with Jeremiah Almighty, our points leader, battling on the low side of the track, with Abby Churchill and James O'Shea. So far, everyone has managed to survive the first lap, even though, well, the entire field is pretty much 3 wide already. Brody Talley couldn't get it done on the backstretch, now goes to the inside in the tri-oval, with some help from Jeremiah Almighty, and it looks like he will lead the first lap of the race. Damir Bejyanov and Andreas Allen up on the high side of the track. I don't know whether they were pushed up there or whether they just ended up there. Or whether they chose to go up there. Now Jeremiah Almighty leading the inside charge, and he has a run on Brody Talley into turn 3, and he will get by. Jeremiah Almighty, our current points leader, by quite a wide margin, almost an entire race, might lead lap 2. Adam Gibson challenging him on the inside, as we have 4 wide racing back in the pack. Now William Duncan pushes both of them to the outside, and we're now 3 wide for the lead. As 4 wide continues in the back with Connor Breton, James O'Shea, Austin Talley, and Jessica Lawrence. Let's go back up front where Spencer Fullerton is challenging William Duncan for the lead, and so is Stephen Henhock. William Duncan moves back into the middle line as Spencer Fullerton couldn't mount a big enough charge. Oh, we've got a crash in the back. Yes, we do. Multiple cars upside down. Chris Dollerton on his side there, and Emmett Vanson went for a roll. Emmett Vanson gets that car restarted. Refiled. What? Restarted. The leader back to the checkered flag will be... Sorry, not... This is not going very well. To the yellow flag will be William Duncan. James O'Shea will obviously go out of the race as he has heavy damage. Let's go back and take a look at what happened. I thought they almost saved it from crashing for a second. A four-wide battle goes wrong as James O'Shea pushes Emmett Vanson down the racetrack, and they all go into the wall. Chris Dollerton slammed up against the catch fence, and Emmett Vanson does a roll, then hits the wall on his side, gets hit by Chris Dollerton there, and continues. James O'Shea, let's go on board with him. An interesting camera here. Him and Austin Talley push down the track, and yeah, Chris Dollerton narrowly avoids jumping the catch fence there. Connor Breton had quite the amazing wreck avoidance there. He knew they were going to wreck, so and he kind of got pushed down there. But he was able to hold the car straight and continues on without much damage, if any at all. We'll now skip the caution as they drive around the track in 70 miles an hour behind the pace car. Chris Dollerton, Emmett Vanson, and James O'Shea look like they will all go out of the race. Austin Talley had some major damage, but he will continue on. I once again apologize for my awful, mistake-filled commentary so far in this event. Hopefully this will not continue. The lights on the pace car are out. William Duncan will lead the field back to the green flag, with Stephen Henhock in second, Mason Wood third, and Nathan Gibson fourth, and Alex Tanker fifth. There goes the pace car down pit road. William Duncan speeding up a little bit, up to 72 miles an hour from the pace speed of 70. And there's the green flag, and we are back underway here in Talladega, Alabama. We still have 17 laps to go. Mason Wood trying to make a pass on the outside. I don't think that will work. Nathan Gibson takes away third. William Duncan putting a couple of car lengths between him and Stephen Henhock, who's in second place. Stephen Henhock now diving to the inside. Peter Saviano giving a big charge on the inside. He's gone from 7th up into battling for 3rd right now. Now into 2nd behind Stephen Henhock, who made the pass in turn 3s and in turns 3 and 4. Ilya Bondarenko now moves up into second after starting this lap in 9th place. Stephen Henhock will lead lap 8. Ilya Bondarenko will get a big run around him in turns 1 and 2. Jacob Young on his inside is I think Peter Saviano has just blown a motor. He's very slow on the track, and that will hold up a bunch of drivers hoping to capitalize today. William Duncan, Alex Tanker, Nathan Gibson, and Mason Wood. And he is Peter Saviano is safely off the track in that 63 car. I think we'll need a tow back to the pits. Let's go back to the front of the field where there seemed to have been a separation between the two packs now. Hard to say whether the other groups will catch up, but some of the other groups do seem to be catching up because they're running single file. Ilya Bondarenko in first place. Jeremiah Almighty, our points leader, in second. Trying to get even a bigger points lead than he already has. And Peter Saviano has gotten the tow back to the pits. We stay green. And some of the groups are catching up as we have 4 wide racing a little bit further back. Brody Talley, Jacob Young, Dylan Shutters, and Andreas Allen there. As Ilya Bondarenko extends his lead to around 2 or 3 car lengths there. Damir Bezyanov and Spencer Fullerton catching up pretty quickly though now. It's pretty much impossible to get a big run here at Talladega. Sorry, a big lead here at Talladega. And Damir Bezyanov goes to the inside as we enter turn 3. And he will pass Ilya Bondarenko with help from Stephen Henhock. Ilya Bondarenko tried to hang on there, but he will not do so. Now Stephen Henhock going to the inside. Ilya Bondarenko coming back on the outside, weirdly. But Stephen Henhock will lead the lap. Austin Talley, the only car really off the pace right now. Down around 20 miles an hour slower than the pack. It's hard to say whether he will affect the leaders, but as the race continues, we will eventually find out. Shauna Weidman has taken over the lead. Dylan Matichuk now trying to challenge her for position with some help from Jacob Young. Dylan Matichuk, sort of a superspeedway master, as he won the Daytona race in the summer series. William Duncan's blown a motor. This race plagued by blown motors. Oh, Peter Saviano's going back out on the track. So they fixed whatever mechanical problem they've had. And Nathan Gibson now well behind, I guess, because of William Duncan blowing a motor. The lead pack currently comprised of 14 cars. Still a decent-sized pack out front to decide the finish, looks like. Dylan Shutters goes to the inside to Dylan Matichuk trying to take the lead. Adam Gibson goes even lower, and we're going to have a 3-wide battle to the lead here. Who will lead the lap? It looks like it will be Dylan Shutters. Adam Gibson still holding on the inside, and he will get by with some help from pretty much everyone else. Dylan Matichuk stuck on the outside all by himself now. Go back to the front of the field. Just want to check on the lap cars. Adam Gibson has taken over the lead. Ilya Bondarenko right on his back bumper, who seems to have a pretty strong car today. Ilya Bondarenko goes to the inside. Ilya Bondarenko looking for his third win of the season so far, after finishing dead last in the point standings in the Summer Series. He's pretty much redeemed himself completely here in the Truck Series. Stephen Henhock trying to get a little bit of a run up on Ilya Bondarenko. Andreas Allen up to third. Jeremiah Almighty, our points leader, up to fourth. Austin Talley still off the pace. I think the pack will catch him, because he is about 6 seconds off the pace, and they are closing in pretty quickly. He's already 35 seconds behind them. And it only takes them about 52 seconds to do a lap, so it won't be long. It'll be about 2 or 3 more laps. Let's go on board with Ilya Bondarenko here. The trucks really don't have to turn much into the corner, as the banking just carries them around. New spectator stands on the by the pit lanes now here at Talladega. Let's go back to regular cameras. Dylan Matichuk, the superspeedway master, up into second now, making a charge on Ilya Bondarenko for first. He was pushed to the outside just a few laps to go and pushed to the back. He's already up to the front again. He could be a major factor in this race. Dylan Shutters in second. Spencer Fullerton up to third, but having a challenge from Shauna Weidman. Austin Talley just passed the start-finish line, and now Dylan Matichuk will. So it looks like it will be this lap that the leaders catch Austin Talley. Let's go to his rear cam as the pack closes in. And there they go. Dylan Matichuk forced to go to the outside, it looks like. But no, he gets stuck behind Austin Talley. Ooh, this could get interesting. They're 3 wide for the lead now. Now Dylan Matichuk and Shauna Weidman have the optimal lines and will go around him, it looks like. Damir Bezhanov and a few other drivers still stuck behind. Andreas Allen stuck behind. Gary Tang is, and Jeremiah Almighty. And now Austin Talley finally lets the other leaders go. Connor Breton now the only driver stuck behind him. And now he will go, never mind, he's still stuck behind Austin Talley. Anyway, Dylan Matichuk continues to lead as we're coming to 5 laps to go here in Talladega. Connor Breton seems to be finally getting around Austin Talley. Even then he seems to be having some trouble. Let's go back in the pack and take a look at a few drivers who were stuck running all by themselves. Aaron Mason in the 2 car. Mason Wood, second in points. Hope to have a good day to close in on Jeremiah Almighty. Doesn't look to be doing so. Jolene Butterworth in 17th. Abby Churchill in 18th. And Alex Tanker in 19th. Connor Breton now stuck out of the pack, as now the pack is comprised of 13 cars. Ilya Bondarenko has taken over the lead. Brody Talley's in second place. Stephen Henhock in third. 4 laps to go. Brody Talley trying to get a run on Ilya Bondarenko. Jacob Young and Damir Bezhianov go to the inside. Stephen Henhock stuck on the outside. Now Damir Bezhianov trying to pass Jacob Young, but he will not do so, at least for now. No one seems to be able to get around Ilya Bondarenko as of yet. Hopefully they have the better instinct not to try to battle for second currently. They're battling for third. And now Damir Bezhianov and Brody Talley are battling for second. Ilya Bondarenko continues in the lead. If they're going to catch up to him, they need to work as a team, and they don't seem to be doing so. Damir Bezhianov is catching up to Ilya Bondarenko. It looks like. That was close back in the field, as a few drivers almost turned each other. Now Dylan Matichuk trying to battle with Damir Bezhianov for second. Ilya Bondarenko continues to lead with 2 laps to go. They need to work as a team if they're going to get by him. And they're definitely not doing so right now. They can't simply battle for second. Andreas Allen now battling with Dylan Matichuk for second. Dylan Shutters pushed them both up the track, and he will move into second. Everyone just seems content battling for second. Ilya Bondarenko currently just cruising. Let's go on board, and with his rear cam, let's take the final lap with him. Dylan Shutters up into second. Dylan Shutters doesn't seem to have much of a run on Ilya Bondarenko. Let's go back to regular cameras. No one is putting a charge on Ilya Bondarenko as of yet. No one has enough of a run to battle with him, as Ilya Bondarenko, obviously the strongest car of the day, is coming off of turn 4 now, and he will go into the tri-oval, and no one was able to get a charge on him in the closing laps, and Ilya Bondarenko will come down to the start-finish line and win the race. Dylan Shutters will finish second, Gary Tang third, Adam Gibson fourth, Jacob Young fifth, Spencer Fullerton will finish 6th, Brody Talley 7th, and Dylan Matichuk 8th. Like most super speedways, no one was able to, like Daytona, No one was able to mount a charge on the leader in the closing laps as they just continued to battle for second. Race 20 will be in Brampton, Ontario, as Ilya Bondarenko gets his third win of the season. Thanks for watching.